Alrighty. Ooh, that peaked a little bit, didn't it? Let's just nudge that down a smidge. About that should do it just nicely. Probably gonna nudge this down a little bit more as well because I'm going to be doing a little bit of science today along with the stream. So hello there everybody, this is Shenigo. It's been a while. I say the stream says it's like been 5 weeks later than intended, but that was like the last time I was going to do mid-month marathon, and didn't because kind of became depressed with Yu-Gi-Oh and how it is, and it still sucks, but can't really do much about it. I'll be honest. And then I was going to do this month's mid-month marathon last week. Except I also went to locals that week as well, and I played since the cards have finally come out. I decided, you know what, I'm going to play the Trickstar Labyrinth deck that I have a Master Duel. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll do that, and I got absolutely floored because I couldn't get anything off. It's like, I think. Round 1 I was up against Metaslop. Round 2 I ended up against Marine Service player who nidded me game 1 after getting I went on to do most of my combo, got to Noble Angel and Dramatizer, and then got nipped. And then game 2 he ended up using Zelantis on me because he was warslogged. I couldn't summon my stuff back, so couldn't do anything about that either. And then game 3 was the Zombie Pile, which both of us played horribly, misplayed horribly. Went to time and he won because I'm an idiot. So yeah, that idea of playing that IRL, I mean, I kind of sort of knew that it was probably not going to be a good idea. But yeah, tried it anyway, found out, yeah. So that's how that went last week, and I was kind of annoyed at it. I was like, I don't really want to play any more Yu-Gi-Oh that day, and so I didn't. And I mean, I could have gone and done it on the Sunday, but I really couldn't be bothered then either. So yeah, those are basically my excuses as to why things are happening. Let me go ahead and bop somebody on the noggin. Yeah, because I need to. Why is it that Twitch kind of makes things difficult to do like mod-based related stuff? There we go. Figured it out. Anyway, let's get on with. Also, there's been, like I said, there's been other things you've probably seen me moan about on as well. About like what the ever living flip flop have been doing is happening. But for a short while, like for like the last month or so, I decided, you know what would be nice if I dual booted Windows and Linux. But I had so many problems getting stuff to work in Linux that last week, I think it was like last Wednesday, I was going to actually do the mid-month marathon then. Only, I was going to do it on the Linux because it was working when I stress tested it, it was fine. And then I started the stream, and it went, oh hi, you need to update your drivers, sir. And I'm like, okay, I will update my drivers. And then I proceed to update my drivers, and lo and behold, when I restart the machine in Linux, only one of my monitors, not only is only one of my monitors on, but it's also I decided to say, you know what would be funny if I, instead of the 1920 by 1080p resolution I have set for it, I'm just going to scale myself down to 1024 by 768, and it wouldn't register my other monitor, which is on HDMI. My other one's on DV, I believe. It's one of the silly ones. One of the silly ones. It's not on two HDMIs. One of them's HDMI, one's on a different thing. It was the one on a different thing that was on, and that's a stupid low res. And the other one just wouldn't be recognised. So I was just like, you know what? That is absolutely the last straw. I'm going to go and nuke Linux and give the drive space back to Windows. I'm just going to do everything on Windows because I can. I have DaVinci for video editing. I have oh, I did realise Master Duel was not on screen. I was trying to sort it out now, and I was just like reminded of well, the fact that it just wasn't on, just like reminded me of being annoyed at Linux. But yeah, if I went 100% on Linux when Windows 10 goes bye-bye, it's just like, oh, I'd miss DaVinci Resolve because that won't install on Linux. I'd miss actually recording games on consoles because I do that through my Elgato, and for whatever reason Linux hates my Elgato, and all the solutions posted out for the internet for it are like a good 10 years old, and I'm like, it would be a Christmas miracle if any of the links involved in this and getting this working still actually work, and hey, of course, no they don't. So yeah, I'm having an angry rant at the moment, so just bear with me. Why that's a thing. So yeah. Anyway, things I'm testing. One you could probably already notice. I've kept my audio player on because I'm putting the audio player on as my BGM. Hopefully, yeah. Looking at OBS, that's working. I can't actually hear anything because I have everything on mute. Otherwise, you can probably still hear everything. If I have a microphone, if I have a headset that would actually work, then yeah, I would happily use a headset, but I don't. I mean, I do have a headset that works, it's just that it's like between where I need to plug it in to hear the sound from the computer and get it to the headset thing, it's kind of impossible. So yeah, that's kind of not a thing, so I can't actually hear anything. But yeah, got the sound player here in the side near the social button thing. So I'm just going to play music off my media player of choice. It's mainly going to be Sonic. There's other things there. There's Master Duel things. There's Portal, Streets of Rage, Ninja Gaiden, Marvel vs. Capcom. A lot of Idea Factory made things as well. Pizza Time, Hat in Time, Bubsy. There's a fair mismatch of things in there. Hopefully some of it doesn't get DMCA'd. I mean, hopefully it doesn't, but if we do, I can pretty much find and take off the playlist for the future. So yeah, I'm testing that, and yeah, if you want to know what song's playing, well, it's right there, so you don't really necessarily need to ask me because it's right there. So anyway, Master Duel Mid-Month Marathon. I've been rambling on for like the past few minutes now, haven't I? So the main premise of the Master Duel Mid-Month Marathon is to incentivise me into actually playing Master Duel for longer than just going in, getting all the free gems and then beating solo mode 3 times to actually just get some gems, and that actually just like get some more gems by working my way up to the ladder a little bit. Try to do this every month, usually with a different deck, but even then, the decks I would have had last month are pretty much the same as I'm going to be using this month. As you can obviously tell, I did get all the Sky Striker stuff now. Kind of like one of the new updates that Master Duel did is that it gives you the option to, in your profile, you can actually have like multiple like wallpapers on the home screen, and then one for the main thing, so that when you exit and you go back to the home screen, it's different. It shuffles it every time, which is pretty neat. There's a few other things that I did as well in the recent updates. Like I said, I did get all the Sky Striker stuff. I did want to do play like a pure Sky Striker deck, not like just do cringe Sky Striker with Tempai, which is basically just the Tempai stuff with the Sky Striker spell traps. Which, as I've said, is a bit cringe. And I was like, why are you doing that? Other than the fact that the Sky Striker stuff kind of clears stuff like that Tempai can't get rid of. Some stupid things like that. Oh yeah, one of the things, I'm actually starting in Silver. I was at Bronze this season because I missed last month, but I went through up to Silver just so I didn't have to do that. It's mostly bots and people who don't have a clue, who don't explicitly really have a clue how to play the game still. And I got through that. I got through them. I was originally going to do it with the sushi belts. I think I played 2 games in like Bronze, and for whatever reason I got paired up with 2 meta decks that are in Bronze for like no discernible reason whatsoever. And I'm like, what the flip are all these meta sheep doing in Bronze? It's like you really should be in like Diamond or Master at this point. So I ended up switching decks to Trickstar Lab, and then just like got through it really simply and easily and such. But anyway, like I said, I got like a lot of Sky Striker stuff. There's like, I want to do pure Sky Striker, but the issue is, I'm kind of like a few UR short of what I want. A few UR cards short of what I want, which is not the best. I mean, otherwise I'd have probably done this. The main reason for that is like the last one actually had the Azaminas coming for into Master Duel along with Fiendsmith, which will also be annoying because chances are that will show up. Those cards will show up and they will make me very upset, because there are certain rank 6s about that really should be banned. And well, I believe they are in TCG and OCG. Specifically, Beatrice is banned in both TCG and OCG, but she's fine here, I believe. Let me just check here. Yeah, Beatrice is completely legal, and she needs to get bopped. And she's probably going to end up getting bopped, pretty much like she has been with in TCG OCG for Sins of Fiendsmith, of which I don't necessarily have that many cards involving that twink. I mean, he got straight up limited to 2 before the pack came out with him in it. And I mean, I've got a decent amount apart from like the URs, which is like the ones that you probably need. Because otherwise I'll be doing a Fiendsmith engine with the Azamina White Forest, as opposed to Toy, which I've had in the original White Forest deck with the Centurion, but it's kind of like cooled it down a little bit. Originally it was like I had like either like 2 or 3 soldiers with 1 tank, and now it's just 1 of each. We're still packing 3 toy blocks. As for everything else, the Azamina stuff, how's that? Azamina Queenie. Nope, for some reason people don't like playing Queenie, and I kind of like getting Queenie out in the combo line, because Miru Celiago searched it out, because I think she's either a Simple Spiral or an Azamina, and Queenie counts as either or. So if I wanted to search for Simple Spiral, I can add Queenie. If I wanted to search an Azamina, I can grab Queenie. But yeah, if she's sent from hand or field to grave, she comes back. If it's from the effects of an activated monster or effect, she basically comes back to field. So works well with Hallowed, which is the fusion card for the Azaminas. Same with Deathers. Deathers is basically that on a quick play, and it revives one from grave by banishing it. This basically works like a lot like a White Forest card, and with its other effects, like target an Azamina, shuffle it back to deck, and add that back to your hand. Like the 2 level 6 Azamina synchros have, like, you can target it's not, it's the tuners, isn't it? Yeah, it's the tuners. Target a White Forest synchro. They both have the effect of target a White Forest synchro, put it back in the extra, and then summon the tuner route with its effect they had. So this is the deck I've cobbled up. Oh yeah, funny story. I've been trying to get the one of the packs that's come out is in the shop at the moment. I think it's still there. Come on, give it to me, please, sir. Where is it? Yeah, Duel Experts, which is basically just a set with all like the it's got hand traps and other such fun cards like SP. And whenever I pull from this, I keep getting Barones, and yeah, basically the inevitable has happened, and I ended up getting a Raw Barone, which is right here. It's like the only other royal aside from Woes that I'm currently using. I got that and I was like, this is going to eventually get banned because it's far too easy to make, along with Appaloosa. Those 2 are stupidly easy to make. They're going to get banned eventually. I'm just guaranteed. It's an inevitability at this point. They're both going to get banned because they're just being far too easy to make. Like, I'm not using Appaloosa, but I'm using Barone, because it's easier for me to make Synchro 10s than it is for me to make a Link 4. With Azamina, I mean, it's probably possible to do a Link 4 with Azamina. Do I want to? The answer is not really. But yeah, that's the story of this Royal Barone that I got here. The main reason I've been pulling on that one is because I want the alt art for Ghost Bell, which I don't even think I have the OG Ghost Bell. And if I do, it's from the that one of the Master Deck pulls. Yeah, I think that's the one from the. Is it the one from the Master Deck pull? Oh, that's Generator's dismantle. Can I dismantle this one? Yeah, I think I must probably just had this one. I'm sure it's in a Master Deck, in one of the Master Deck bundles, in which case it can't actually dismantle that. Well, yeah, it's alt arts in the that pack along. I think Ash's alt art is in there as well, which I got when it originally came out. In fact, I have 2 of the alt art Ash with a different thing. But let me see. What's the other things here? We have cross out. Why have I got? Oh no, that's not cross out, that's thrust. Thrust, tic tacs. If anything, the discards for the White Forest monsters. But yeah, I can potentially use them. I don't know what for though. I mean, probably thrust into tic tacs into hand rep if things go horribly wrong. I mean, I could probably one of the things you probably could do. I mean, it's not really that many hand traps, so it's kind of like probably going to be the big old downfall for this deck. I've got Ash, I've got Imperm, and that's it. Oh, 2 Veiler. Ash, Imperm, 2 Veiler. This deck still dies to Nib. But there are lines where I can be Nib proof. But it's like if I start with a Dear Bal and something to discard, I can just summon Dear Bal, get Deception. Deception tributes Dear Bal for Hallow. We activate Hallow, we show Sylvie. Get rid of Deception, summon that, so we've got a negate on field. And then the rest of my hand basically just going to have to be like, can I carry on my combos from here? Yeah. So yeah, that line really that line really works. If I've got something like a Stellar or Alzat in hand with another spell card to take to discard. And even then, I'm not sure how I would be able to like go through like fully on this. Because the issue is I'm only running 1 Deception. I could potentially run 2. I mean, I could potentially run 2 Hallow, but I only have 1, which is it's the main reason why I have Datters. Because it's if anything, it's another Hallowed. Like what I'm thinking of here. Cause I brought a similar deck in for when they did the Fusion Synchro event like a few weeks ago, and yeah, this deck got hit with so many Contact Seeds. Everybody was like, "No, we hate Azamina and that. We're going to use Contact Seed." And if Contact C is used chained to something like Datters or Hallowed, then the effect just fizzles. Oh, no, sorry, it doesn't fizzle. It resolves without effect. So, not only do I end up banishing my sole copy of Deception, I banish my sole copy of Hallowed, and then I've got like no board whatsoever. And also, Contact C searches Max C when you can kill off Contact C and then your opponent searches the Max C out. Guaranteed. So yeah, it's got synergy. It has synergy in Master Duel, and it's like you can potentially use it in IRL, but it's like what you're gonna do for its floating effect? It's like you're exclusively not using it for its floating effect because its only half decent target is banned in TCG. Anyway, this is the deck. Like I said, this is the deck I'm running. It's basically 2 of most of the White Forest and Azamina stuff, like 1 Rusia, 1 Diabal. 1 Diabals. I kind of had to work a little bit because we're like limited to 1 wanted. Thanks, Snake Eye. Otherwise, this would be like 3 wanted, and I'll probably take this Datters out and Diabals. But if Diabal shows up in my opening hand, chances are I'm searching her. I'm throwing her out before I banish wanted to put deception back in my hand, deception back in my deck to draw one. But yeah, those are kind of like the only things I probably would reply. So it's like I've got 2 Failure, 3 Ash, 3 Imperm, my hand traps. It's like 2 of the White Forest level 2s, 1 Toy Soldier, 1 Toy Tank for Toy Box, Toy Box Engine, 2 Sylvies, 1 Rusia, I think that's standard at this point, 1 Diabal, which is probably the only one we probably need. I've talked about Diabal's, if she shows up in my home hand, great, but if she doesn't, then just kind of a bit of a brick. Unless I'm explicitly playing a mirror, or I'm playing like somebody who's going with the Snake Eye package. In which case, if she shows up, then she's probably still a brick, because my opponent probably will have things on board. Queenie, she's a simple spell, brings herself back out, she's 25 beer. I think Feathers is probably the other thing that I would probably take out as well, because I mean, this deck does not have like natural back row hate aside from if I get more out, which pops 2 cards if I use an Azamina or a simple spell. But A, it's only 2 cards, and B, well, we have effect negations. And effect negations run around far too easily. So yeah, Duster's there for that. 2 Tic Tacs, 3 Thrusts. If anything, the discards for the White Forest monsters. 1 Tails, 1 Hallowed, I believe is standard, as is 3 Toy Box for the engine. 1 Deception, could potentially run at 2, I think. Some of my past decks have run this at 2. And it's not really mattered in the slightest. 2 Called By because I can, 1 Wanted because it's... otherwise I'd run out of 3. It's Wanted, it searches Diabal out, it's part of the combo line. It kinda sucks it's only at 1, but if it was 3, then I'd be taking some things out. And having 3. Death is essentially another Hallow with the ability to, like I said, reborn an Azamina. So the whole gag about this is I can bring Sylvia, which is the Azamina Omni-Negate. If I use the Omni-Negate with that, if I bring her out with Datus, I have the Omni-Negate, but if I use the Omni-Negate on my opponent's turn and the past turn to me, I can bring her back. I can just back like Datus, banish, bring back Sylvie. So once again, I've got a negate on field. I think this is probably something else that could potentially come out. Similar spells to the White Forest is a fusion or it's a summon. I have to be very observant on what effect is being highlighted, because when I've been playing this deck in solo, and I've ended up playing this card with the intention to fusion summon, not reading the thing properly, and it's like, oh, you've selected special summon Duel from your hand. And I'm like, I did not want to do that. Because either special summons a dude from your hand as long as it's a Fiend, Delusion or Spellcaster, or it's a generic fusion on a quick play. Speaking of, I probably could put Super in here. I had some success with Super, but like my main target for Super is Saint, so I kind of have to work around that. I think I remember playing IRL a Super. I ended up drawing it. I think I was playing a hero player. Trying to figure out how to get rid of his one of his heroes. I think it was making my monsters lose like 4100 attack because of, I think it was its ability to I think it had an ability where its materials, everything the opponent controlled loses attack equal to the attack of the materials it had. And it also had the effect to float into another monster from grave. Another hero monster from grave. So I was trying to think of how to get rid of it when I had a level 6 on field. And I think I was trying to get into something else. Spent like a couple of minutes on that and then realised I have a dark level 6 on field and I have a level 4. And I have a level 4 tuner that I can spring out. Brought out the level 4, went into Chaos Angel banished the hero. Hero triggered, bring another Duel out. Brought another I think he brought Malicious Edge back from Frey because I outed that earlier in the duel. And I still had 2 cards in hand, one was Supo. And it was like, alright, you know what? Supo, discard, these two are being fused together into Saint. Saint is going to summon Moa from extra, and then Moa is going to bring Queenie out. I think that was my only viable target for. I'd say it was my only viable target, but I wouldn't have. I don't think I would have had enough for lethal that I'd brought Sylvie out or something. It was like, I think he had like, I can't remember how many life points I had, but I was doing the calc. I ended up doing the calcs, and it was like, I'm fairly certain lethal is not like 6k and 19. I think it might have been on full 8k at that time. I don't know. It was a while ago, but TLDR, I still won it. I think he ended up triggering Moa to pop some of his stuff on next turn, and then he's like, "Yeah, I can't." And I was like, "Yeah, I can't win from here. I'm scooping." And I'm like, "Woo!" Deck's actually doing something. So yeah, I put the tie in simply because when it first announced Asmina, everybody was like, "Great, we don't have to rely on the tie engine for consistency," which is fine. It sort of does that, but at the same time, but from my honest opinions, I've been doing that for a bit, and it still doesn't do it. The other one I cooked up, the other deck I cooked up was this one, We Gooning Rana, I've called it, because the main endboard piece is this guy. 1 Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, which I make without a DM or a Red Eyes Black Dragon in sight. Because my end board is, I think it's Goon and Hope Harbinger and Sylvie. Oh, or is it? No. It's definitely a Dragoon, it's definitely a Hope Harbinger. I think it's either SP or it's Sylvie, or if I get the actual God combo out, it's probably those two, it's probably all 4. Well, yeah, this was the deck I ran Supo in to get Saint, with Saint being my target to get rid of a fusion or a Synchro Blast monster. It's just the issue with this one is either I end up drawing like all spell traps, which I can't do anything about, which means I'm doing nothing but setting like worst case scenario. I'm setting an Impalm and passing. It's like I'm setting Impalm, I'm setting Droplet. I'm probably gonna set Supo as a fight. And I've not really got good targets for Supo unless I'm either in the mirror or playing another archetype playing other things that do fusion and synchro based stuff. But oh, I'm just gonna. I think there's a lot of other things where I've just been like, you know what? I've had a lot of it's about a hand where it's basically just all the White Forest guys and no spells. So yeah, this particular deck isn't great unless you get like the absolute god hand of a Stella and spell trap to throw away. And even then, this has less hand traps than the other one. I'm only running exclusively 3 Ash. I think ideally I'd probably take some of these out, put Crosser in and some other targets. And some targets for it. But even then, Crossout's like not very consistent on its own because it's at 1. And the only reason it's at 1 is because people, I believe back when it was at not 1, I think it was at 3. You can just basically the Max C minigame would be 1. It's like Max C, Ash. I activate Max C, chain Ash. You know what? I'm going to chain Ash, banish an Ash Blossom. Then the opponent was like, you know what? I'm going to chain Crossout to your Crossout. I'm going to banish another Crossout to negate your Crossout. Then if that resolves, Crossout negates Crossout. Ash doesn't get negated, and thus negates the Max C. Essentially winning you the Max C minigame. So that's the only reason Crossout's at 1. It's so that you can't just go Crossout. So you can't Crossout Designator or Crossout Designator. I'll be honest, if they just erase it saying you can't declare Crossout Designator, then it'd be fine at 3. It'd be fine at 3, and it'd keep the hand traps in check. Just saying. But yeah, what I was thinking about triggering, the way I got him out is with Muddy Mud. Since it's a 6, it's a generic 6, I can make generic 6s stupidly easy. So it was just any way to make a generic 6 plus a light monster, there's a light spellcaster, which is the vast majority of the White Forest guys. Save for Azrael's that, who's an illusion. Everyone else is a light spellcaster. So we make the 6 into Money Mode. We link 1 into Spirit Realizer Blue, which is one of the new Blue Eyes cards, which requires a level 4 or lower Dragonite spellcaster, which is, like I said, it's one of any of the main deck White Forest monsters is a level 4 or lower spellcaster, with the exception of Elzat, which is an illusion. So he's easy to make, and even though we're Dragon Locked, we're only Dragon Locked as long as he's explicitly on the field. So once Muddy Mud and Spirit are on field, we use Muddy's effect to fusion summon Muddy and Spirit away for Albion the Branded Dragon, because Muddy Mud treats itself as any named fusion material. So he will count as follow Albaz plus a light, which is this one. Spirit Realize lose a light. Otherwise monsters are generally light monsters. Wouldn't you know? And then as soon as Albion hits the field, we go like Albion effect, banish Spirit, banish Muddy Mud. We will count as that magician at this point. Going to Dragoon, who needs a DM and a Dragon effect monster or a Red Eyes. I kind of like don't get his first effect to pop cards, deal damage, but it's the way I have it is just like the second effect's a little bit more important than the Omni Negate. Discard to Omni Negate, which is better, but it's never really. I don't know. I think a couple of times I've actually done that. It's either I've not mattered or I've misplayed and actually had no hand. Hey, 1 second. I've been talking far too much. I need a drink. I would have Dragoon, I'd probably have SP, and then I'd go, that's an 8. Queen is an 8 because I'll probably revive her from doing something else. And that's a 3 Hope Harbinger. So we have a spell trap negate, we have SP to do things, we have Dragoon to negate. You think it'd be all you need, but it's like this dies to hand traps way too easily. Like more than usual. It's like Estella's a negate magnet, Sally's a negate magnet. Sylvie sometimes just like gets hit with an Ash, so you can't go into so you can't switch your tails. I mean, I also have like 3 more target. I mean, even if I draw my tails my own hand, I still have like targets. So I have simple spells White Forest, I have Wold, and I have Azamir Aphis, which treats itself as a White Forest card, so I can switch it out with Sylvie. But yeah, if I have tails in my hands, I'm kind of not bothered particularly if Sylvie gets ashed. But it's like I know Rosalia likes getting hit with hand traps. Stella gets hit with hand traps and kills the run. Especially since she's literally the best starter out in this one. I mean, Alzette comes second, but if she gets ashed, she stays in hand. I believe is the ruling on that. Cause it's I believe it's like that's the entire effect. Go special and then add 1. It's like, yeah, I'm fairly certain it's like all 1 effect. So if it gets ashed, then it stays in hand. So you'd have to normal summon it, which you don't really want to do because your normal summons are either going to be the LZ combo lines, your special summon LZ, your normal summons. Your special summon LZ through an effect, you add Sylvie, and then your normal Sylvie effect, add Tails, and then go off from there. Estella pitched like a triple tactics. Summon Sylvie, Sylvie gets Tails, and then go from there. I don't really think there's any combos for Razorel's that. Because it's like, what you're going to do, you're mainly going to special summon herself. She special summons any White Forest Rasmina from your hand. So you can technically cheat out Queen if she's in your hand with Razorel's that, but why are you going to do that? You're probably more likely going to send her for Hallowed or Deception. Not Deception, Datas. You're going to send her for one of those two and then bring her back. But yeah, this is a deck I tried IRL. It's cheeks because it's not really got that much consistency. Either I end up running my oops all spell traps or oops all White Forest monsters with no way of discarding oops all. It's either oops all monsters where the best thing I can do is like set one pass. It's like I'm setting one of them and passing, hoping that whatever's in my hand, whatever else is in my hand, which is not that much, will get me through the turn. Spoiler: 1 Ash does not do anything in current matter. So yeah, there's that. This is the one where I like run two receptions. Like one's already in my hand, I can still search another one out with Bell. But yeah, we're not running this one. It's, like I said, it's absolutely cheap. It dies too easily. I mean, this one, I believe this one still dies easily. I mean, both. Both fall fell to retaliate and see people playing that. I mean, like I said, the thing I could probably do would be something like add the cross out. Add one of the thing. Add one each of the things that I'm not particularly liking. But yeah, that's 49 cards that kind of neuters my consistency, so yeah. It's kind of like the reason why I'm not doing that. I mean, if anything, I could probably knock Ash down to, knock Ash down to 2. And put a few of them in. Like, probably not you. Probably definitely Droll, definitely Max C. Ghost Ogre kills off Deception. That's happened more than I can handle. Potentially maybe go to Wimparm, work with 46. 2 toy box. It's just the issue here with toy box is that if it gets destroyed, and I don't have another one, I don't actually have any way of actually retrieving the ones in grave, I believe. Yeah, the issue is that the only searcher for it searches it from deck. So I would struggle. I don't know, I think this is probably the best I'm going to get out of it. Don't actually want to save that one, I actually want to... No. I right-clicked thinking, you know, right-click copy is like, yeah, that works, let's go. It's... Shoot, I forgot. No, I know how to copy, I just do this. Copy this. And then we go into this one, we change what we wanted to do. We'll go 2 Imperm, 2 Toy Box, 2 Thrust. And then we'll get a Droll. We'll get a Ghost Ogre, we'll get a Nib. We'll get a Cross out. And I'll have a Retaliate C. There we go. Retaliate C and the Bug. I mean, I could have. I mean, there's arguments for Fula. As well going in. Again, 46. So this is probably the best we're going to end up doing this if I've got, like, if I'm having cross-hit targets in Master Duel. But at the same time, I'm kind of like nuking my own consistency, which is my main problem. But it's like, do I want consistency or do I want to stop my opponents doing stuff on my turn? I mean, even then, because this is explicitly at 1, kind of like makes all the makes most, if not all, of the one-offs a break unless it's like niche circumstances. I mean, Retaliant C works great in Mirror or against any fusion-based archetype deck, or Synchro for that matter. But yeah, but mainly against fusions. So Ret C is good against fusion-based decks. Max C is Max C. I mean, these two do, like I said, they do synergize. Because you summon this, get a free Macrocosmos on field. If it dies, you get an insect with 1500 or less, which is Max C. And then you can just Max C when your opponent starts doing things again. Duel is nasty to this deck since it does a lot of searching through the deck. Like Ghost Ogre kills Deception when I use its effects. Deck dies too easily to Nib. I mean, actually, and the other thing I can do is like I can potentially get into 45 by getting rid of Dibals. Because she's not really that great unless she's in my opening hand. Whereas a lot of things are much better in my opening hand as opposed to like, she's only good in my opening hand. Or if I draw, I go in second. And I'm playing essentially a Snake. I'm playing probably a Snake Eyes player. I'd probably not be playing a Snake Eyes player. I'd probably be like halfway into the combo. I'm bored, and I could probably go next. I'm going to go next to try and find somebody who's not going to. I don't know why I'm complaining about combo off when I'm playing a combo deck myself. It's a bit what's the word I'm thinking of? It's hypercritical. Yeah, I mean, it's in Betsy's situational. I mean, the Bells is also a situation. Like I said, she's only really good in my opening hand. And like any other time, she's potentially a brick. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna cut her out. So 45 with a dream of probably going Toy Box Estella, which is essentially the same. It's the same like combo starter as I did with White Forest Centurion. Like when I was playing that like a few months ago. No, we'll try this one. If it doesn't work, then I'm probably going to go back to Mat 1. I might go back to the original one with like less hand traps in it. I mean, if anything, the one-off hand traps do help me. I mean, Maxi is Maxi. Joel helps. Joel can potentially help in the mirror. Ghost Ogre can potentially help. Ritzy is good against, again, it's the mirror and like any fusion based archetype, and it searches out Max C if it dies. Nib is Nib. My opponent's comboing off, I can just be like, nah, drop the rat. Fine, they don't have it to get on field. Or if it's Sprite, they don't like activate Gigantic and they don't actually successfully resolve Gigantic Sprite, so it's for 2 lots until the end of the turn. So yeah, we'll go that. So yeah, you know, I've been rambling for like so long. It's like I kind of like technically ignored like all of my all the things I was going to do. Which was like the whole point of this. So the whole point of this, I'm going to be doing going to try and do 2 streams today. I'm going to like, but I was going to hopefully spend like a lot less ranting, raving, and showing things off. Well, I was going to spend like this first one just getting through silver. Hopefully taking like not too long. And then once I'm done with silver, once I'm at goal 5, I'm intending on taking a break, like for an hour, like a couple of hours. Do some things around the house, get some food, so on and so forth, and then come back at like around 7-8 PM my time, which is when I would usually be streaming anyway, to get from goal 5 to goal 1. I'm still going to do that, but if push comes to shove and I'm not done by a certain time, I'm probably going to have to call it early, so I can get my stuff done in time. For coming back. So yeah, we'll kind of have to hope we can get through silver without much trouble. Spiral alert, that's probably not likely. Also, DC Cup's happening. Is it currently on stage 2? I think stage 2 started today. But yeah, it sounds like an unfun time. It's not happening. The other thing that's also happening, pretty much like last time, where they gave a Sword Soul structure deck away. Some idiot at Konami thought it was a clever idea to give everybody a branded structure deck this year, and I'm like, nope. So you're not getting my friend code. Unfortunately, you're not getting my friend code off me for this, because it's just not happening. So I don't want a branded deck. I want to say it's not a fun deck. It's just I've seen it too much, and it's annoying me so much that it makes me genuinely hate fusion monsters. Branded and tier have both made me really hate fusion monsters. I say as I'm playing a Pack Fusion archetype. But yeah, when I played Trilab, it's basically the same deck. But the issue is because I don't really have hand traps. It's kind of the meta to our locals is that if you've not got like half a bajillion hand traps, you're kind of SOL. And I'm literally only running technically 6. Well, 6 essentially. With the preference of using exclusively Duel and Lock to change to Reincarnation. I was initially going to. Well, I thought when I actually built the deck, I actually thought I already had 3 Reincarnations. It turns out I only had the 1, which was an ultra rare. And fortunately, the maze set that brought all the new Trickstar cards in also had Reincarnation as a rare, as a common. And out of the box that I pulled, when I pulled these, I literally only got my Bandromatis, my Trickstar Diffusion, and nothing else. So I end up having to buy singles, because I'm kind of like, at this point, just buying boxes and buying packs is not great, because you're not going to get anything out of it. Last year with the maze, which had Bonfire in, I was playing Snake Eye at the time, so I was like, I need 3 Bonfire. So I kept buying like packs of maze just to try and get one, and it's like, it's not happening. And by the time I got absolutely fed up of playing Snake Eye, because I was getting sick of my ass being negated when I summon up, and then not being able to do anything else because the rest of my hand was like 5 hand traps and I can't use. And I was like, yeah, that's it, pass turn. And then my opponent not only plays through all the hand traps in my hand, still ends up with a board that FTKs me. I just got sick of that, and I just like pretty much I didn't throw the deck in the bin. It's like heck now. I still need like Dear Ballstar and other such and like the like. But let's go with As a White Forest. I really hope that, cause usually when we have a Duelist Cup, there's usually a big ban list, usually based on like what was successful at Duelist Cup. I'm really hoping that they don't really like hit like As a White Forest like stupidly bad. I mean, I feel like it probably is going to get hit, but which will invariably make me very very sad on the one point. But on the other point, it's it could potentially be needed. It's like I don't know what they would potentially hit though. I don't think hitting Dear Bell unless they're absolutely going to ban Dear Bell and like completely new to Snake Eye as well. Because Dear Bell is basically the way to get into pretty much any simple spell card, which is like Deception. It used to be OSS, but in TCG that's banned. It's not banned in Master Duel, but if memory serves, Snake Eye, pure Snake Eye, is nerfed to the ground already. So I don't really think there's much point in like banning Diabal. If it's a limit, that's dumb. Because at worst you're playing one out anyway. It's either 3 or 1. You're not really playing 2. And then it's like limit 1. It's like, well, that's fine because wanted searches from hand or grave. If she's in hand, you don't have wanted. It's fine. And she winds up in grave. You can go like wanted. Diabal's just back in my hand from grave. They might ban wanted, which would make it this deck very very sad. It makes Snake Eye very sad because there's no real way of getting to Diabal otherwise. I think unless you can play the other. I think there are at least 2 other cards with Diabal's name on them. Yeah, these 2. But it's like the issue is it's like a really steep cost to getting them. It's like you do this, you banish 3 spell traps, you get your Diabal. It's the same with this one. Banish 3 spell trap, get a Diabal. This deck does not like having its stuff banished. And its other effect of a spell trap sent to grave to activate an effect, so anything that involves a white forest monster. Bin's Illusion. Bin's Illusion, that one sets a spell trap. Which, like I said, it's not great. And they would be technically the only alternatives to wanted if that got banned. And because these aren't really that great, I mean, I'm honestly not keen on banishing 3 spell traps. Just to get a Duel. So yeah, I think if they completely banned Wanted, it's like those are the only two cards to search out Duel and bring her on field. But at the same time, do you really want to be banishing 3 other spells to do so? And I'm not too keen on it. I don't think anybody else is too keen on it either. But it's like worst case scenario. Like I said, oh shoot, put you back. Estella is, like I said, Estella's in a gate magnet. She's also the best opener in White Forest. Elzette's the second best one. Elzette does nothing on her own. So it really is with Azumina White Forest. It's either going to be bopping some of the Azumina stuff, which most people wouldn't want anywhere, or it's completely stopping the way to get to Duel without like punishing the player really harshly. Which would mean, really, if you need to play around these two cards to get like spell traps and grave. So you probably need to play a deck that like plays spells, and then you can do this, get Duel, and then go off on like Duel star combos. And I mean, technically, you can probably technically do that. So like, just do 3. Just put some draw cards in, like what is it? I forgot the name of the one that gives you 1,000. Like, it gives your opponent 1,000 life points, and you draw a card. Upstart, that's the one. Remembered it now. Like, get 3 upstart. Like some of the like draw cards. Like do ways of discarding. I mean, White Forest does that anyway. And then once those cards are spent, you're not going to want them anymore, and you just banish those for playing like. And then get your Duel out and go to town. And I mean, what else could potentially be banned? Like the generic easy to make the gates. I feel probably on the chopping block potentially. Like Barone, Apo. I think I already mentioned Beatrice. Beatrice really should be now that Fiendsmith's out. So it's really easy to get into her, and then I think she detaches bins a card. I think it bins a card of your choosing as well, doesn't it? Let me just read you. Detach one material, bin a card. It's like, if anything really needs banning, Beatrice, Barone, like anything that's generically makes it a game. I mean, could arguably say Sylvie could go in that, but I don't think they'll ban Sylvie. I don't really think they'll ban Sylvie straight away. I mean, much like the White Forest extra monsters, all the Azumina ones are like one-offs as is. Yeah, but really, essentially, Barone, Appaloosa, like ban at least those 2. I'd say Savage Dragon. I've not seen Savage Dragon since like Snake Eye got nerfed, though. but that's another one that could potentially hit the block. If Rizio's coming, then like Duel could be up for the block for the shop as well. Since Rizio is essentially a super powerful rank 4 toolbox, they'll go into like the other Rizio stuff. They can go into this as well. This is generic, and then stop your opponent from doing things in grave. Can't activate graveyard effects. Can't. I just can't activate graveyard effects. I know this is another one that. This one also realised its graveyard effects. So like this summons itself. This adds back to hand, but that's on the opponent's turn. The tuners revive from grave. This revives from grave. This revives from grave on the opponent's turn. This would search out max C. These two triggering grave. The center spell traps. Any of the white forest based cards. Graveyard effects as well. Right, so I'm just having a look at the time now. It's like 20 to 5. So essentially, we've got an hour or so, I would like to say, of me going through this. So let's go. Let's just rip the band-aid off and get started, shall we? Oh good, we lost the dice roll. That's pretty great. We have Vela and Nib and a copy of Datas. And who wants to bet? Considering name, generic. What the fuck are you doing? If this kind of position straight and draw a card. I don't know, I think this is a bot, guys. No, I didn't actually want to chain anything. I just wanted to see what that said. This is destroyed by opponent's card effect sent to grave, or if it's special summoned from grave, draw a card. So I can run it over. Ruchia does not run things over. She's an 800 puny thing. Diabal could, but I kind of want to keep Datas around. And I doubt Nib's going to be useful. Especially since my opponent seems to be wanting to take their sweet time in planning their next move. I am honestly fairly certain this is a bot. But okay, normal summon something and it's just like, wait, I normal summon something, now what? Thrust. Alright, since this nib is practically useless, I'm going to yeet it to summon Bal. Bal grabs Deception. Flake Deception. Use the effects. Dispose of Diabal. Grab Hallowed. We'll go Hallowed. This is my Murasiliago. We'll send Deception to summon. This is not the optimal line, by the way. Murasiliago. I mean, I can go into you, and then usually I'd get Queen after Siliago, but I can do this. Put you in, bring you in. I can yeet thrust to draw on a start, and all that. Then we go into this. Then we go you on 1, you on 2. Does my opponent want to do anything? The answer is probably not. Oh, you're going to negate my... how's that? That's unfortunate. I don't know what I would probably have gone with... with that. That being said, it's battle phase. I'm going to throw my 4800 Duel at you. So that's double piercing, that's 38. And then another 2 just to make sure. We'll go main 2. We will, what is that? I want to, I don't have a simple spell though. But I will have. I don't want to do that. I will set this debtors. I'm going to go to end phase. End phase, trigger debtors, trigger deception. Since it was face up when it was sent. Stick you there. I can do it, go that into silver if needs must. Blue Rose, I'm not scared of. So my question here is, why are you going into the battle phase? You're just going to swing into something. Yeah, I really don't care. If that was 100 life points more, I could have potentially just brought Rasir back and then just swung with Rasir again. But yeah, I'm not going to do anything else here. I'm just going to go straight to battle phase and slap you silly. That was not a very good game. It's like, what was the worst thing that happened though? My Azamine Ralzette got negated when it didn't matter. Oh yeah, I have rares, my mate. It's pretty great, I guess. Like I said, I did get all the Sky Striker stuff when it got announced. Jesus Christ, is it that bad for the for everything? Where it's just like we're just getting bronze 5 stuff, getting bronze 1 stuff against silver 5. Either way is a rank up, which is like, we shall see. Speaking of we shall see, is what we're gonna do here. It's like, what do? It's like, let's go, what do? What do is simple, is we set this, we normal summon Lucia, and we Lucia send the tank to draw a card, and then we bring tank back. Providing, oh, let's go, Stargate. Well, here's the thing. No. How about that? Let's say no and we'll call it a day there. That being said, I was going to say I don't have a 5. I don't have a synchro 8. I don't. I was just gonna scoop anyway. Alright, fine. I would have gone tank, summon, and gone into Bristol. I think that was my only play though, considering that considering everything. Alright, here's my question. What were you playing, sir? You were playing rank 3. Yeah, it's Goblin Biker slash rank 3 toolbox. So what would they have had? Otherwise, it's they definitely had Ghost Ogre. I don't think they had anything else. But considering all I was doing was going into Abyssal Pass at that point, because I drew Toy Box, and I had nothing else, man. So they could have had a go. They could have definitely had a go at it. And you're probably just a bot. Oops. No, I don't want the replay. We don't need the replay. We've already been through this. It wasn't a good duel, even though I won by dropping the life points to 0. I just wanted to confirm that this is just bot.dac. Yep. This is, in fact, bot.dac. Alrighty then. Oh my word, it's literally oops all hand traps. So this needs to go through or we are screwed. This search is one for free. Tails, always tails. But since we're normal summon, we're going to have to eat this in perm for how's that? Which I'm not particularly keen on doing. We grab Russia. So the issue is, my other issue. Don't know why I'm doing this, but hey, why not? We'll do it. My issue here is that I can't actually go into like anything else at this point because I don't have another spell trap because I would have activated that. So do we just go get Azaruna and then rely on the 3 hand traps from my hand and Azaruna? I think that's the only thing we can really do at this point. Set that there. And we passed on. That was not the best of hands, all things considered. That being said, probably shouldn't have gone the way that I did. Knowing full well that I was having to yeet an imperm just to like get LZ on field. I mean, I can get LZ back to my hand, but I'm just going to flick this now. In case you do special summon something else, so I can say no to it. I mean, rabbit can't die because it's illusion effect. Because 'tis illusion. So we're obviously playing Dark Magician. So, like I said, they've got to get rid of this explicitly if they want to just special summon shit and whatnot. And yeah, because this destroys instant spell trap, so they didn't actually set anything. Add a normal spell trap. Let's add a spell trap. And specifically says Dark Magician, which will probably go ahead of a Ghost Ogre. But at the same time, do I want you to have 2 monsters on the field? I mean, you've just normal summoned. You know what? You can have that, I guess. I mean, they're not good. I know for they should know for a fact not to use Timaeus' effect if I've got Azaruni on field. Because I'm just going to say no. I have at least 2 ways of saying no. And it's like, do I want to draw them at this point? Let's see whether this would matter. So what they might do is that they probably need to get rid of this so this can fusion off. Or they can just swing into this twice. And then fusion off. But then again, Azaruna kills that anyway. So, tee-hee. And you can still swing into Rabbit. I will just happily take the 100. Think long and hard, sir. And first, yeah, I will say, put you back. Put you in defense, trigger LZ. To go back to hand, I kind of need a spell. Otherwise, I'm normal summoning LZ. That'll do. Actually, I'm probably just going to normal summon LZ anyway. And then... Actually, no, not that one. What am I doing? I need to go into combo. Because we can yeet this, we can get rid of this Aphis, and Aphis will come back in for Reselia search. We'll yeet the Aphis. If this gets negated, it's fine. We get Azarel's up. Aphis comes back because it sets itself to field. Then LZ will special itself, since it's usually going to special itself, but it's the only card on field. And the white forest I've got, so then we'll go into Duel. Then we go as LZ on the 1. We'll go Duel on the 2. It will get me tails. Since I can use its effect if I so wish to. This gets me wanted. Activate the wanted. Get my bell. Now I can yeet tails for bell, but it won't come back to my. It won't get set. So I will send. I don't think Nib's going to be useful. So I will yeet Nib. Bring out Duel. We'll go Duel. Grab Deception. We'll go Deception. I'll activate the effect of Deception, yeeting Duel for cast. This gets us Hallowed. Before I do anything remotely silly, I need to do this, which will be linked to into cross shoot with these two. I think our opponent's about to DC. So let's try and do everything as much as possible. This is my Murasiliago. Put you on field. Yeah, you've just DC'd. Close out with Murasiliago 1, Sheep 2. Sheep revives as well as that. Mu adds Queenie. Leak 2 into SP. Banishes stuff. And then just like be done from there. This is just one of the issues with camo decks, is like, especially the ones I like, people will just be like, nah, I'm just gonna go next, you're just gonna combo off. So some people respect it, some people just don't. And that's kind of why one of the reasons why I don't think combo decks are necessarily as fun. It's like, you're either gonna get outed or you're gonna get maxied. Or Full-Host, and then, yeah, Maxi Full-Host, or even Drawled. And it's like, can you get around doing stuff? It's like, can you get around to doing stuff with what you have? Without giving them enough advantage, or do you just pass turn and hope they don't have anything? Which is the reason Maxi's banned in TCG, because it's that meta warping around itself, where it's like you played Maxi, your opponent's going like, right, I don't actually have the arsenal, I don't actually have the negate to deal with that. The question is, can I still do stuff without giving them so much card advantage that they will win on their next turn guaranteed, or do I just do nothing past turn and hope they don't have much of anything at all, so that they can't kill me, so I can slap them on the crap back and I can slap them turn 3, which is, like I said, it's not great. It's also not great for me because I'm not getting replays. I'm not getting replays because, as you know, I generally also throw these. I generally throw all these in as a lot of these as replays, and it's like I've only actually had like 1 KO replay, and that was against a bot. Also, I can't help but notice that my sound test is not the greatest. I'm going to have to eat this thrust for LZ. Eat thrust. Do this. Grab Sylvie. Normal Sylvie. Effect to get tails. I'm not sure whether our friend here is disconnecting or not, or whether he's just on the iffy wiffy. Go into Reselia. Reselia pitch tails. It's a freebie. Grab as Elzat. Tails will set itself. Doesn't matter what, because I'm going to use it anywhere. I grabbed Elzat. I need Reselia. In order for me to do my combo, I kind of need Reselia rather than anything else in that point. So this was, as well as it was special itself. We go into an H. For Duel. Next, as it is at 1. Duel 2. Targets tails. If my opponent had done something, I'd have potentially gotten thrust instead. Oh, wait, shit. I wasn't supposed to do that just yet. X-Code making misplays again. It doesn't matter, it does the same sort of thing, so we're going to go Reselia. This has wanted. I'm just pressing buttons at this point. We go wanted. Have a Duel in my hand. Then I will special summon the Reselia. And then from here we go do this. We will yeet the tails added back to my hand. Summon Duel. Then Duel's effect on summon to grab Deception. We'll go Deception. Effect to eat Duel. Grab. Because Hallow's already in my hand, we'll grab Datas, since it does the exact same thing. Before we do anything silly, let's do this. Then we'll go Hallowed. Here is my Mirror Ciliago. I will send Datas. Oh, Datas Deception. Bring up Mirror Ciliago. We'll go Mirror Ciliago 1. Cross Sheet 2. The nice thing about Cross Sheet is that it doesn't target the guy in grave. So you can't call by things unless you know what I'm doing. Mirror Ciliago adds Queenie. This will be important now. Shoot, what do I do now? I can go into a 10, I can go into other things. I'm going off my old line here. Actually, I'm going off one of my really old lines. I can just do this. For Sylvie. Eating itself, and that. Within a gate on field. We can do things. Now we go SP with these two. I mean, everything was fine. I'm not banishing anything from Spa. We'll go Hallowed. Put Ciliago back. Add it back to hand. And I think that's once per turn, but its fusion effect is not. So we can just do Hallowed Azamina. I'll grab Soul. Why not? We'll send Queen. Do this. Don't want to use Soul's effect on someone. Ideally, you bring that out with Datas, since you can put it in on the opponent's turn. I wanted draw me a card. You draw me another simple spell. I get. I've got a bug. I would say if I got another simple spell, I would have gotten St. Asmine right on my opponent's turn. But as is, that's not going to be the case. What else effects have I got? Oh, right. This brings a simple speller and Asmina back. I can get Hallow back on the standby phase. So I was thinking of bringing that back, bringing them 4 back and going into Baron. And Hallow back to hand, please. I've technically got 2 against because I've got Vela and I've got Sylvie. And we're playing against Bing Bong Blue Eyes with the new support. Since they've got this, then it's definitely got the new support in there somewhere. Unfortunately, I think the bricks are about as much as they usually do, unfortunately. Normal summons, what is this? This guy is such a grave. The attacks in this, they're bidding something. So one normal monster from hand or deck to grave gets an interest of that monster. So you send to Blue Eyes. Right, cool. It doesn't get over anything though. Discard this card, target one effect monster, send it to grave, special summon Blue Eyes. But what if I just do this instead? Target this, target this. Bye bye. There you don't get your graveyard effect of Whitestone Legend. Target one level 8 monster, special summon it. How about you don't? How about you don't and say that you're dead? End phase. I think on end phase we resolve SP. Third roll. I'm getting on my one-offs here, sir. Soul. What's Soul? Oh yeah, let's see what Soul does. Soul. I'm just gonna put that back because I've got Datas here. Standby. Anything else? First standby, sir. Because I kind of do want to do this. Bye bye. And then what? I've only got one simple spell. So let's summon this out. We will go ahead, get Rusia. put Dear Bell back in deck. Special. I don't know what the face down A is, so I know this one's White Stone. So we'll do this on 1, do this on 2. I do have a simple spell still. We'll grab simple spells of the White Forest. So ideally what I would do is attack this, because I don't want to attack this because I know there's a blue eyes already in the grave. But at the same time I kind of need to. We've got 2 simple spells, so let's... No, I was going to say, what can we summon here? It's Rabbit. So we'll go to battle. I'm going to see what this is. And what interaction have you got? Are you just going to keep it safe? That's fine. It dies now. Well, I don't really want you to do that, but on the other hand, I kind of need this. I kind of need something to go away there. So what do we do? What I will do is simple. We'll go into Solo Hat Rabbit. We'll go Rabbit Effect. Grab Azaruna. I'll flick that over. Here is my Saint Azamina. I will send simple spells. I will send Queenie because she treats herself as a simple spell. Bring out Saint. Saint can't be targeted and my opponent can't do shit with the grave. Queen also comes back. I will also change Saint because on summoning it summons a Azamina from I think it's Graveyard or Extra. It's one of the very few ways I get to bring more out, which is technically it's the boss monster because it has an animation. Pretty great. Queenie comes back. This summons a illusion from grave once per turn. And yeah, have fun, sir. Yeah, I don't think there was carrying off that. You can't target can't target the stuff on field or grave with effects. Can't target Saint with effects. I have Vela, I have Troll, Maxi, SP, Sylvie. Yeah, there was dead next turn. Guaranteed dead next turn because Sylvie and Queen on the roam with Moa. It's which one? The boss monster and Queen on their own do more than 8,000 with Sylvie on field because they will do double damage. Right, up to 3. Right, up to silver 3. It's pretty great. And of course we get a bot. But it could also be somebody masquerading as a bot. So what's the play here? The play is obvious. It's normal Sylvie. Sylvie grabs Tails. Then we go as it Elzat to summon herself. Go into Reselia. I don't even have to yeet Tails here. I can just as easily throw one of the other two out. I don't actually have to. Right, you get landed. You get regular Elzat. Tails will set itself onto field, and then I'm going to instantly use it to get to Reselia. Now we'll Elzat, we'll yeet Thrust, don't need it. We'll grab a Stella for next turn, I guess. And we'll make Duel. And then we'll go Duel to bring, we'll grab Tails back. Doesn't matter which one. Don't press any more buttons, stupid. Now we'll go. I'm going to have to special Reselia here because if I want to get Crush Sheep out, then I'm going to have something on field for that. Then we'll go Reselia. I will eat the Thrust. I'll eat Talents now. Draw a card as a Runa. Okay, cool. Kinda means my rabbit's dead. We'll yeet Tails to summon Duel. Duel gets Deception. Flip over Deception and then activate its effects. Sending Duel. Grab Hallowed. Wait, turn to Crash Sheep. Activate the Hallowed. Here is my Reselia, she's pretty great. We'll yeet Deception to summon her where Crush Sheep points, critically where Crush Sheep points, because otherwise Crush Sheep can't trigger its effect. Moo on 1, Sheep on 2. Sheep doesn't actually target the thing engraved to revive, so you'd have to guess on what I was actually planning on reviving. So we'll go use and new. Summon effect negated, but I've already used your effect, so it doesn't matter. Fusion summon. Funnily enough, this is technically a synchro summon as well, since it's a 4 and a 2 with a tuner. No, I want something else at this point. Like I said, Rabbit's dead because it's my only target I've already got in my hand. So we'll go Spa. We'll not use Spa's effect. We'll use Hallowed. We'll target Reselia. Pull that back. Summon. Activate Hallowed. Might as well get you back. I'll show you. We'll send you. Summon that. We'll go queen and queen only. Last thing I want to do is wanted. Put deception back in draw one. Might be useful. I want to say it would be, but I don't think it is. Alright, but what is your plan, aside from me getting my Hallow back? Tell me a good long thing. But what he wants to do. Droplet. Droplet sending Meow Mine, so we're playing with sprites, I'm assuming. You have negated my SP, this is fine. Circle. Add a Salamander from deck to hand. This is probably the easiest Ash I can imagine. Tee-hee, I mean tee-hee. Let's add another salad, summon the salad. You yeeted a raw. Tell you what I want to do. I want to do this. No, I don't really want to do anything else. Link one to Phalanx. I can negate destroy Phalanx, and then what have they got? That was not technically summoned, so it won't come back. You've got nothing, so that's funny. Nope, I speed back to normal. So the thing is here, I can do this, yeet and palm. Do have another target here, so how's that? Don't want anything else. Main one, here comes Estella. Estella, yeet and palm. Summon Sylvie. Sylvie. Grab a face. I was technically thinking of doing simple spells. Go into the other 6, since that has piercing, and I can break this thing. I can brain this thing in the head, and then once I brain that thing in the head, these two go in for massive damage. Brain it for 12. Brain it for 5. Brain it for 6-4. Not 6-4, 5-4. I was like 1,000 out. I know it had a 4 in it. It had a 4 in it, but it weren't 4,000. So we're in 7:30. I might have one, maybe two more duels left for this session. I legitimately shouldn't have been ranting for like an hour. Ugh. This is a hand that I don't particularly like. It is like, this is like, what's this? This is the only thing I've got. It's like, I can summon this and then what? I don't have 5s. I don't have Synchro 5. I can't really go into anything else. So it's everything needs an illusion and a spellcaster. Go ahead. This Imperm has to carry. Well, it's Imperm, Ash and Ogre. You kind of have to carry things. All we got is Blue Eyes. That's a summon. I don't like Tuna. Is there a better Ash target? I don't think there is. And like I said, arguably I could Imperm. It's also not one of those that, you know, target and yeet it with a thing. On the other hand, I can just negate that and hope that will do everything. Case by case, this Ghost Ogre is going to have to go on the field spell. That goes on Spirit. So you're not doing the Mausoleum of Light thing. Sure. Tails does it, but then what? Yeah. Tails does in fact do it. Because we're just going to summon this. And then Tails gets me a one of the tuners. Specifically Sylvie. Since Sylvie is normal summonable. Normal summon effects. Has to grab one of the other simple spells. So I'm gonna get simple spells of the White Forest. Go into Rosalia. Rosalia on 1, pitching the simple spell of the White Forest. Alzette on 2 is going to get me the Wanted. Wanted. Rosalia gets me Alzette. Oh, some spells White Forest, that will set itself. I will Alzette. Where's I want to eat tank. Summon, add Russia. Tank will also summon itself. He summoned his Spirit Rise Blue in the thing where I would normally put my Link Monster. Grumble grumble. Anyway, here's Duel. Duel is going to get me the tails. And I guess with these two I'll go into crush it now. Grab wanted, get the Duel. Duel will eat tails, I guess. Go Duel. Grab a thing. Hello, this is my deception. I'll activate the effect of the deception. Yeet Duel. We will grab a Hallard. We will activate the Hallard. Here is my Mirror Ciliago, she's pretty great. We will get rid of deception. We will summon the Mirror Ciliago. We'll go... Alright, fine, we're doing it the other way. Hopefully he doesn't have it. If he has a hash in his hand, he would have used it by now. So this doesn't matter. Add Queenie. Sheep summon. As it has that. I will as it has that. Grab Sylvie using you in my hand and you. For that. I kind of want to attack on my battle phase, so I'm not going to use Spurs effect. Doesn't mean I'm not going to summon anything else. So we'll go Hallowed. Mirror Ciliago. Send to add, its fusions not once per turn. Here is my set as a minute. Send Queen to hand, send Simple Spell, reveal it, because I have to. Bring you out. We will revive Queenie. We will change site. My question now is, do I have another Azamina card to Azamina or a Simple Spell to activate so I can pop your cards? I believe I do actually. Shit, I put you in. Ah, snap. I have done a horrible thing. Maybe not. I can summon Duel. Why not? This will probably work just as well, I guess. I believe I do have a simple spell to activate. It's wanted. Banish. Target deception. Chain you. DOS. I hope, yeah, I've got lethal on board. I would have definitely had lethal on board if I didn't put you in defence, but hey ho, here's 5k to the face, here's another 2-5, and here's something from Spa. That's how sometimes this deck works. So just don't misplay and throw things in defence that you shouldn't throw. Throw in defence. Excuse me. Excuse me for gasping very loudly. Right, having a look at the time now, the time is very close to the time I kind of need to like take my leave for now. We got stuff, not very good stuff. What does this do? It's during standby phase, look at the face down card. Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, that's pretty great, isn't it? I think that card was trash even back when it was actually a thing, when it first came out. Right, so yeah, what I'm going to do, like I said, another time where I kind of want to take a break and like do other stuff and get food. So I'm going to call it here for now. I will be back in about a couple of hours, hopefully before 8 o'clock my time. Hopefully before 8 o'clock my time, and then I'll finish this off. It's just so I have a little break between doing this. Had I not been doing nothing but ranting at the start of the stream, I probably would have gotten to Silver 1 earlier. Or even to Gold 5 earlier and then call it there. But yeah, that didn't happen because of what I did. So yeah, like I said, I will see you in like a couple of hours while I do some like food related stuff and other such things. And then yeah, take care and I'll see you guys later. Ciao.